And we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium, which opened back in 2008 here in the Circle City of Indianapolis, Indiana. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. On first down, Locke. He's got it to Hilton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully. Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Brandon, after last week, we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well. Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. They go with Chubb on second down. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here. Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly. Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides. Off of play action. Luck. Ebron caught left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride. Another first down. Nice job. Nice patience right there. Put him on the right side. Let him work his way across. Put the ball in his hands and let him work his way upfield with a catch. On 1st and 10, Locke. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. David Irving in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Handoff comes to Chubb, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs, but the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. And after the made field goal, here's Adam Vinatieri to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Second down, Prescott. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And on the ground they go with a running back. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Danico Autry is in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A second down throw for Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And it's third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Prescott. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. Now Luck. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They pitch it to Chubb. And some room to roam now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the red zone now, Locke. Man open right side, it's Rodgers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Chester Rogers with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Power running by Zeke. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down. Prescott
now. And he's got it to Hearns. And he's got this down to the 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the run, this is Jackson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. To throw is Prescott. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
It's caught right side. It's Hearns. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Dak finding the former Jag Hearns for the Dallas first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And a short gain here down to the 22. Pierre Desir in on the stop.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Throwing, Prescott. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Prescott. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. A give to Elliott running left. He gets away from 1. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Coming now. Here we go. 1-8.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. 1 man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal.
Go, go, get out there, get out there.
He's going to get it running right, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 21st touchdown of the season, and the Cowboys draw a bit closer. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And the Colts getting ready to go. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw. Lock. Caught left side by Hilton. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage. Sets
him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They go play action here on 1st down. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to the 25. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. Now a play fake, and it's locked. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. A shotgun snap for Luck. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And, a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And down to the 36-yard line here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now it's Jackson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up. When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Now Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Cowboys are in for 6. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Oh, look at the juke. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves them with a more standard 2nd down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Play action. It's locked. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun. Luck. He's able to find Inman. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Buying time to his left. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. On 1st down, Luck. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. A toss play to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Colts are in for 6. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Kerry Hyder in there to get him for a loss of 5. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
They was stopped on that play. There's plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Forced out to his left. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. Here it's 3rd and 3. Prescott. Hearns brings it in. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there of 20 yards. On the ground, this is Jackson. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, and it's 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. And he comes back with one complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. The quick slant caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Cole Beasley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, Locke. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he spins past him and into space. Evades the tackler, and now some space. They give him a gain of 37.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody has that ability, they want them on their team.
A give. This is Chubb. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on 2nd down is Locke. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, here's Locke. And he's got his man Hilton. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And again, it's Chubb. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Back to throw. Being chased out left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with... Such little time remaining, and it would appear the Cowboys are going to win this football game. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. They go to Elliott again. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one.
They're probably about 1 big play from getting into field goal range. I'd go with a 2-deep coverage. Make sure my safeties are back to cover all of the field deep.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. They give to Elliott. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Cowboys, the win is their 8th on the year, and they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll drop to 10-4 on the year, and they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.